Hey y'all, tonight I'm making baked spaghetti. It's a creamy baked spaghetti. So let's get into this. We're going to brown a pound of ground beef, and we're going to have our water on to boil to cook our pasta while that is browning. I'm adding my spices. I'll add a teaspoon of salt, black pepper, and a teaspoon of Italian herb spices. I'm going to chop up that ground beef really good and mix in those spices. And when we have that all done, we're going to add 1 jar of spaghetti sauce. Just any brand that you like will do. Stir that in, and I decided that I wanted a little bit more sauce, so I added a can of tomato sauce. Just wanted a little bit more liquid in my sauce. Once my spaghetti is done and I've drained it, I'm going to reserve a little bit of that pasta water, but then I'm going to add an 8-ounce block of cream cheese to my pound of spaghetti. And it was a little bit dry, so I added just a little bit of that reserved pasta water. And of course, always when you cook your pasta, you follow the directions on the box and use plenty of salt in your water. I'm going to spray the pan down that I'm putting my baked spaghetti in. I'm going to spray that with a little bit of oil, and then I'm going to add a layer of my meat sauce on the bottom, and then we're just going to layer it again with the creamy pasta that you've mixed in your cream cheese. Just get all that on top very carefully so it doesn't disturb the meat sauce that's on the bottom. This is the first time I've made this. I've made baked pasta before, or baked spaghetti before, but this was really delicious with the cream cheese mixed in with the spaghetti. It's really creamy and just added a little bit more to the recipe. And again, just layer on top the rest of your meat sauce. Get all that on top and spread it out in a good layer. And then I'm going to top it off with some fresh mozzarella. I love this mozzarella cheese that you can buy in the little logs that's already sliced. And just peel that off and top your pizza or your lasagna, this baked spaghetti with that fresh mozzarella. It has such a wonderful flavor. Then I'm going to grate some Parmesan cheese, some fresh Parmesan cheese on top. And really, can you have too much of that? So I added about a half a cup. You could add whatever you wanted to the top. And then I also went ahead and I had some shredded mozzarella cheese that I went ahead and added about a half a cup of that. Like I said, you add as much cheese or as little cheese as you want to the top of this baked spaghetti. I always feel like you just measure cheese with your heart anyway. I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven until it is golden brown and bubbly. And while it's in the oven, I'm going to get my garlic bread ready. I had some sourdough bread that was going stale, so I thought, well, this would be perfect time to use the rest of that loaf. I buttered my bread, sprinkled it with garlic powder and a little bit of the Italian herb dressing, and grated me some Parmesan cheese on top. It was like extra good actually tonight. So when it was done, and bubbly and brown and all that cheese is melted, I took it out of the oven and ready to serve. So I really do appreciate you watching my videos. It is such a pleasure to make them and such a joy to watch everyone's comments come in, and I try to respond to every single one. So if you're new to my channel, thanks for watching, and I hope you will subscribe and come back and watch more videos.